All right, today I'm going to try to make you more productive, more effective, more efficient, no matter what you're doing. All right, so Dan Henry came up with this concept I was watching the other day, and I'm going to apply it to my life and in my work, and I want to share it with you so you can see how it might work for you. All right, so what I'm talking about is the circle of focus. Now, we have so much going on in our lives, at work, personal lives. It just distracts us, and so it allows us or keeps us from being very effective, much less very efficient. So when you look at this circle of focus and you say, okay, well, where's my time, right? So, I've got things that I'm doing at work, or I just went over this with a friend of mine the other day where he had priorities in his life, right? So he had exercise that he wanted to work on. He wanted date nights with his wife that he wanted to focus on. He had his family, so his children, and then he had his what he called alone time, right? So just peaceful time alone. And what he was finding was that, okay, well, I got 25% of my time spent in each one of these. I don't do any of them well, end up not doing them in a lot of cases because all of this is just dividing my attention. So I don't have any focus on any one area, so I don't get things accomplished. So instead, what if we, the whole purpose behind the circle of focus, let's spend 100% of time on one thing. Wife, or let's just call it spouse, right? So it could be your husband too. So you want to do date nights. So for the next week, for the next month, for the next 6 months, you really want to focus on, I want to increase quality time with my spouse, so I'm going to focus on date nights, and I'm going to intentionally and purposely go out and set these up. So I'm going to pick a night, I'm going to pick a restaurant, or I'm going to pick an event, I'm going to pick an activity, I'm going to pick maybe it's just time to sit alone and share a cocktail or some other drink with no distractions. You put the phone away, you turn the TV off, and you just sit out, in some nice weather and just talk, listen to one another, and spend time together. So maybe that's it. So you're spending 100% of your time on that activity, right? To make sure that happens. Now, it doesn't say you ignore everything else because, the laundry has to get done. You have to go to work, your different activities and meetings that you must have, right? But you are very intentionally focused on, I want to get this thing accomplished. And what you need is a time period, right? So whether it's 1 week, 1 month, 6 months, 1 year, whatever that time frame may be, right? For example, I spent time, I wanted to get rid of sugar, right? So what mine was 100% no sugar for 1 month. No added sugar, no refined sugar. So I spent 1 month, no cake, no cookies, no candy bars, no desserts, right? And because I wanted to focus on my health. And it wasn't just this broad nutrition. Okay, I want to eat better, right? It was very specific. For 1 month, I wanted to cut out sugar, right? And so I was 100% focused, and I did it, right? Because I was intentional on it. My circle of focus was so strong on that one area that I was going to get that one done. Right. So, and it can be anything. It can be relationships, right? It can be work. It can be a task. It can be marketing. It can be, what if you spent 1 month saying, I'm going to increase my income. So for 1 month, I'm going to, my super focused intention is how I'm going to increase my income over the next month. Or maybe it's, I'm going to increase my savings, right? So for a month, or a week, or a year, or 6 months, right? I'm going to very intentionally increase my savings, and you're going to set a specific amount over that time period, and you focus on it. So what you focus on gets accomplished, right? So don't divide your attention amongst a lot of different things, because as you start to divide your attention, then you end up with distractions. Distractions lead to indecision, lead to procrastination. So once you find out what your circle of focus is, then you can repeat it over and over and over again, right? So let me know what you think. Comment below on what your singular focus, what is your circle of focus for next month? Would love to know. Comment below, and let's talk about it.